With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And able to get this out to the 25. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Play action. Now Purdy. That's complete to Baker. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. On the jet sweep, here comes Puka. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyren Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and 20. He'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the left side. Barton. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Look at this Baltimore defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Seven, our score after one. And that's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Now Purdy. The left side throw complete to Adams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught. Touchdown! Puka Nakua, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Come on. Set. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Cowboy 80. 18
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Let's go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Throwing is Lewis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Purdy off the play fake. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They go play action here. Purdy. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Purdy looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lewis finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Powers through. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a give right side. It's Barton, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Barton. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that gets him back within 10. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy now to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, they've looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
It's caught here by Adams.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Williams. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyren Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Operating from the gun, Lewis. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Barton. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Now Lewis operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be...
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Purdy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lewis. And for the 4th time tonight, it's It's an interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the Rams are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, Lewis. That one taken in by Neighbors. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Lewis. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Lewis from the gun on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield, and he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way, and he got it by maybe the length of a football. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
23 yards, the final tally.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops.
And now here's another interception. Picked off. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 67 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. Now 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the Rams are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Again, it's Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Pete Werner. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run straight ahead with Corum. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
They'll go back to Corum on first down, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Up the middle, here's Corum. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Corum. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Up the middle they go. Barton. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Barton, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Lewis. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing 12 yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a